The CPU and GPU are the two most important components when it comes to gaming performance, and also if you are bottlenecking your combo, you will most likely get stutters in your games and FPS drops, which is what you really want to avoid. But you also need a compatible motherboard that has enough features for gaming for your CPU. For that reason, I will show you the best motherboard, CPU and GPU combo for 1440p resolution for all budgets. The links to these combos will be down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. For the first combo, we have the budget one. If you are working with a tight budget and you want to play at 1440p 60 plus FPS on average, high to ultra settings, this one is ideal for you. We have the Ryzen 5 5600 for the CPU, which is an amazing budget 6-core processor that is going to get the job done, especially with this graphics card, the RX 6700 XT. This is a 12 gigs of VRAM graphics card that will allow you to play at 67 plus FPS on average on high to ultra settings in high demanding titles. You can expect higher FPS if you lower the graphics settings to high, or if you turn on FSR, which is the upscaler from AMD. However, the results are not the same for every game. So the FPS mark really depends on the type of games that you play, but you can expect 60 plus FPS on average at 1440p high to ultra settings. And if you want to play easy to run games, you can expect 144 plus FPS on average at 1440p competitive settings. And then for the motherboard, we have the Gigabyte B550 UD going for $100. Honestly, this is an amazing deal, and this Gigabyte motherboard has everything that you need for gaming, and the price is very good for this type of motherboard. The price for this combo is $570, so amazing combo for under $600. Then moving up a tier, we have the mid-range combo with the same motherboard and CPU combo, but this time you get the RX 6800 16GB version instead of the 6700 XT. This combo is $620 and it's a faster combo than the 6700 XT one because the RX 6800 is about 20 to 30% faster in terms of performance than the 6700 XT, and on a 12 frame average at 1440p ultra settings from TechSpot in high demanding titles, the 6800 was able to average 84 FPS compared to the 67 FPS from the 6700 XT. So faster performance for around $60 to $80 more depending on how much the 6800 is going for when you are watching this video. I highly recommend you checking the product links in the description for you to see the latest graphics card prices. Moving up a tier, we have the upper mid-range combo with the Ryzen 5 7600X and the RX 7800 XT for the GPU. Then for the motherboard, we get the ASRock B650M Pro RS, which is an amazing motherboard from the AM5 platform. If you are new to PCs and you don't understand anything, this combo is also very upgradable over time because you are on the latest AMD platform. So this means that down the line, if you want to upgrade the CPU, you will not have to upgrade the motherboard, just the CPU. Where, for example, if you go with Intel and you want a new CPU down the line, you will have to upgrade the motherboard and then the CPU as well. Anyway, the 7800 XT is about 20% faster in terms of gaming performance than the RX 6800, and on that 12 frame average on ultra settings at 1440p, the 7800 XT was able to average 99 FPS, which is a very high number considering the games that are being tested and the settings. You can expect a very smooth gameplay in any game, even if it's a high demanding title. And if you want to play easy to run titles, you can expect 240 plus FPS on average. So if you want to buy a 240Hz 1440p monitor, you can get one and take full advantage of it. The price for this combo is $843. For $933, you can get this same combo with the 4070 Super, which at the moment is going for $90 more because it's on a discount. And the 4070 Super is slightly faster in terms of rasterized performance than the 7800 XT, not by a big margin, but you get a much better level of ray tracing if you are interested in that. You get DLSS, which is the Nvidia upscaler, and it usually has better image quality, and on top of that, it's better for content creation for the most part. So if you are a creator and you also do productivity work, usually the 4070 Super is much faster than the 7800 XT, of course depending on the program, and you get a more complete graphics card at $100 premium. Keep in mind that if you're just going to do gaming, the 7800 XT has 16 gigs of VRAM compared to the 12 gigs of VRAM for the 4070 Super, which might help you out in some scenarios, but for the most part at 1440p, 12 gigs of VRAM or 16 gigs of VRAM is not going to make a difference right right now. So to make your decision easier, I think you should search for the RTX 4070 Super against the 7800 XT in your favorite title, because some games work much better with Nvidia and other games work much better with AMD. So it really comes down to the games that you're going to play and your needs. And then for the high-end combo, we have the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is arguably the fastest CPU in the entire market, alongside the RTX 4070 Ti Super and the Gigabyte B650 Gaming X motherboard, which has plenty of features, connectivity, and also plenty of M.2 slots. I absolutely love this motherboard. This combo is $1,340 and will allow you to play at 1440p Ultra in any game. And you can also play at 4K high settings with no issues. The 4070 Ti Super was able to average 120 FPS on a 12-frame average at 1440p Ultra settings in high demanding titles, and it was able to average 68 FPS at 4K resolution in case you want to upgrade down the line. Remember that you have the DLSS, so you can average more FPS at 4K if you either turn on the DLSS or you lower the graphics settings to high instead of ultra. This is in my opinion the best high-end combo for 1440p if you want a complete PC build that will allow you to not only do gaming but also content creation and productivity work on the side. But I also want you to consider the RX 7900 XT for the GPU, since it's $100 cheaper and will give you slightly faster rasterized performance. Once again, if you care about ray tracing or you want the better upscaler, there's no doubt you should get the 4070 Ti Super. But if you're just going to do gaming, you don't care about ray tracing and you just want a pure gaming system, then you are saving $100 for a GPU that's a bit faster on average in terms of rasterized performance. My personal recommendation is going with the 4070 Ti Super because you are already spending $700 on a GPU, so spending $100 more for extra features seems like a fair choice to me, but that's just my personal opinion and it really comes down to your needs, your budget, and the games that you play. The price for this combo, if you go with the 7900 XT instead of the 4070 Ti Super, is going to be $1,240. And if you want a complete PC build with no bottlenecks and you make sure that everything is compatible, I highly recommend you watching my video on the best gaming PC builds of the month for every budget and every resolution. You will have that video in the top right of the screen, and in the top link in the description you will find personal PC help if you want me to help you out one-on-one. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.